Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking Bullion. Well, I'm pretty excited about this video today. I finally bought myself some junk silver. Some 90%, some constitutional silver. You know, it's been a long time. I bought some miscellaneous things when I could get something around spot or a little bit. I guess really the last thing I got was that clock I did a video on a few months ago, where the price I paid for the clock was less than spot for the coins that were in there. But I really haven't been picking up junk silver in quite a long time because of the cost. I just don't want to pay the price. However, I went to a coin show today and I saw this cool little package of coins sitting there, and it kind of caught my attention because it was all pretty old stuff now. Again, with being a stacker, I generally don't buy this old stuff. I just did a video on the SLQs, these standing liberty quarters, and why I don't purposely buy them because of how wore down they are. But you know, I just got the feeling that I should buy myself a little pouch of some 90% that I hadn't in a long time. So I decided to pick it up. So what's in here? Why don't we go ahead and take a look? Alright, now this is how it was laying in the display case, and I still wasn't sure what's in it. I mean, he opened it up to count it so he could know how much to charge me. He wasn't even sure what was in there. But this was a pretty good. I got it below 20 times, a little bit below 20x, which I think is a lot, but I know that's the going rate. Usually the Mercuries and the Barbers and SLQs go for a little bit more than that. But I got it for 19.7, 19.8. I don't remember exactly because he made me the offer at 20x, and then I offered him a little bit less, so I never really went back and calculated it. But it was a little bit under 20x, which again is, you know, a decent amount, but it's not a whole lot. And again, it kind of helped me with my, you know, junk silver addiction to just pick up some more. So there's a Barber dime in there, a Barber half. Why don't we go ahead and open this up and see what's in here and how much face value is in here as well. Ooh, the sound of silver. Alright. So let's see if we can separate it out here real quick. Here's a half. Let's get the quarters going. These are almost all standing liberty quarters, or SLQs. So let's get our little piles going here. I want to see how much face we have here as well. Alright, I found another Washington there. Here's another standing liberty quarter, so that's, let's put these full dollar amounts up here. Alright, and then here's a Barber quarter, another SLQ, and another SLQ, and another SLQ. Alright, so it looks to be all the quarters that we have. I'm going to put this aside for a moment. We'll talk about this in a minute. And, alright, so what do we have here? We have, let's put these two quarters on top of this half dollar. So there's $1, $2, $3. There's 3 SLQs. Let's put the Barber on top of that. So far we have $4 face. That's pretty cool. Let's move my camera over a little bit so we can center it up a little bit. Okay. So how about the dimes? Got lots of Mercuries here. And most of them are Mercuries, but I can see a couple Barbers sticking out right there. There's a Barber, there's a Barber. Alright, so let's keep the stack going. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's $1 worth of Mercuries right there. Let's see if we can get another $1 worth. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a Rosie. Rosie almost snuck in there. There's 6. It's another Rosie. It's another Rosie. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's another $1. All right, here's a Barber. So that's there's another. There's 4 Barbers. There's 5 Barbers. There's 6 Barbers. All right. And here's 3 more Mercs. So that makes $1. And then 20. I think I might be off one because I had $7.10. But anyway, so here we have 3 Rosies. These are all Mercs. And 6 Barbers. So that's where I got messed up. There's 5 Barbers there. 5, 9. Wait a minute. There's 6 Barbers. These things are so thin and so hard to separate, but there's 6 Barbers there. And then we put 3 Mercs on top. All right. So anyway, let's call it $7.20. We have $7.20 in face value on this junk silver. So that's pretty cool, huh? And it's all besides these 3 Rosies. It's all pretty old stuff, which means, you know, the silver content isn't there. But generally speaking, you pay a lot more for these older coins, these older Barbers. Now, I haven't looked any of these up. You know, once in a while I've been doing a series on junk silver that some of these older ones can pull a little bit more. I mean, there's the, the Mercury, the 1942/1. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Let me put this up. Get in focus. Doesn't look like a 42/1, but it's definitely a 1942. And let's look at this one, see what that one is. So 43. So they're in, decent shape. They're circulated. Oh, there's a 27. That's pretty nice. It's in decent shape too. Just look at another one. There's a 36. And, actually there's another Rosie. Got stuck in the middle there. And one more. It's another 42. Those 42/41s can be worth some money. I covered that in my Mercury dime video I recently did. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool. A lot of history and talked about the value of some of the coins. Alright, so there you go, huh? Pretty cool. Okay, I got myself some junk silver for under 20 times. But what happened was this guy found this thrown in the middle of it. This is a seated Liberty. It's in terrible condition. Let me get both my hands in there. There it is. Somebody drilled a hole through it, which is never recommended, but what are you going to do? So there we see. I'll flip it the right way. That'd be easier to read if we did that right. Now this is a half dime, seated Liberty half dime. Half dime, you can see this says right there, half dime. Thing's in terrible condition. Look how thin it is. As thin as a piece of paper, it feels like. I got out my loop and I looked at it. It looks like it's an 1839. See it down there, 1830. That's a pretty old coin, huh? I mean, it's in terrible condition, but wow, how about that? How about that date, eh? Let me see if I can look at it again. Yeah, it looks like it says 1839, and he just threw this in later. He found it in the bag when he was counting to see how much to charge, and I offered him a little bit less. And he goes, "Yeah, that's fine. And here, I'll throw in this awesome dime for you, half dime." So I mean, it's nice to have as part of the collection, but really, I mean, it's in such bad shape that why keep it? It still has 90% silver. It still has the silver value to it. But as far as being cool and saying I have a half time, nah, I don't think so. But 1839, wow, huh? That's pretty cool. All right, so I thought I'd just share with you. I'm pumped and excited to add a little bit more to my junk silver collection. Got some Barbers, and I'll throw them in my Barber. I have a few partial rows of Barbers. Again, I've never collected Barbers, so I've only gotten them with whenever I purchase my junk silver. So let me see if I can find my tubes that I have started. And here we go. Alright, so I have a tube of dimes, tube of quarters, and a tube of halves. And this is literally all I got. Actually, I think I might have one full tube of Barbers. I think I put those away already. They weren't great, but so I have 3 or 4 in here, and half a tube of quarters, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $half. You know, when I was first started my live streams, I was actually giving away Barber $half and quarters before I realized that they could have some real value on them. I never checked the dates and never did anything. I could have really sent somebody a pretty expensive coin. But yeah, I was giving this stuff away for free every week for a while there. And once I got out the old Red Book and took a gander into some of the values, the Red Book here, I've got the 2020 edition. I took a gander at some of the costs. I was like, wow, why am I giving this stuff away free? This is potentially some expensive stuff. All right, so as long as I got my tubes out, why don't we throw these 6 dimes in here? I can go back later and look them up when I'm bored, which is never. Here's my tube of halves. Let's throw this 1908. Pretty war in the back. 1908. Looking for a mint mark. Okay. And here's my quarters. I only had 1. What year is this? This is 1908 as well. So it looks like the half and the quarter were the same year. That's kind of cool. I wonder if one of the dimes are in 1908 as well. Alright, so I got those put away. I've got a partial Washington tube here. I'll throw these in here. And then in my video I just put out recently, I showed you I only had, what did I have? Was it 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? I don't know, hard to count, they're so thin. 10, 11, 12 maybe. 12. This is literally all I have. All the years I've been stacking junk silver, this is all I have in SLQs. But most of these don't have any dates on them, so they're probably before 1925. I think I saw maybe one with a date. But I'll just throw these in my quarter tube, and almost doubled what I already had. So that's nice. But again, I won't purposely try to fill this up unless I can get a good deal. And the rest of these Mercuries, let me see if I have a Mercury dime tube going. Yep. This is Mercury's. Let me go ahead and throw all those in there. And it's not a full tube yet, but hopefully soon I'll get another full tube of Mercs. And then the last is Rosies. It doesn't look like I have a ongoing tube of Rosies, but what I do have is a partial bag. So now we just throw these. I'll find a tube later. I have plenty of tubes. I'll just throw these in the bag for now. This is left over from a deal I did with somebody. Alright, so out of all that, hope to update all of this, and all of this, and all of this. Alright, well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and always remember, let's keep talking bullion.